my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how I am prepping for our return to school. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Tiffany and I'm so glad you're here. We do have a lot of new subscribers lately, so thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with us. I am a school counselor. I'm an elementary school adjustment counselor, and my husband is a special ed teacher at a therapeutic day school, and we have 5 amazing children ranging in the age from the age of 16 down to 7, almost 8. So this year we will have a junior, a freshman, a 6th grader, 4th grader, and a 2nd grader. So our house is a little bit bananas. We are all in different schools. We're in like 4 different school districts. It's just kind of crazy where we live, and it just gets a little bit bananas. So I'm going to show you a little bit of how we prep and what we do to keep our day-to-day, week-by-week life feel a little bit less stressful. I'm going to show you how I plan, what I use for that. We're also going to get our homework area ready, and like the back to school or the school area. I have a whole section in my coffee bar for supplies and how we handle homework in the afternoon, those types of things. And I'm going to keep this super realistic. I'm going to tell you guys very upfront something about me. I have to keep things very simple. If I complicate things, they're not going to happen. And so this is a very realistic back to school, how we roll. I don't have any fancy checklists and stuff like that, although I wish I was that mom. I would love to be that mom. I'm just not. And so I'm gonna show you how we make it work in our house with all of us in school, all 7 of us, and how we can still be productive members of our community. So if you're here for it, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start by talking a little bit about organization and how I keep track of, our schedules and what we have going on. It's a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie. My oldest, my daughter, my only girl, is a competitive dancer. So she's got dance 4 nights a week and sometimes more. However, luckily her competition season doesn't start until March, and so we've got plenty of time to just kind of enjoy just the daily 4 days a week schedule. And then my oldest son will be playing soccer for his high school, so he'll have games during the week. And then my middle schooler, he does track and cross country, so he'll have track meets and cross country meets during the week. And then my 2 little boys play soccer for the town, and my husband is a coach, and so we'll have those on the weekends and sometimes during the week, but we will have practice during the week. So it's a little bit crazy. The kiddos just stay right after school, then take a late bus home, where others, we have to make sure we're getting them to and from. And so keeping track of everybody's schedule can get kind of tricky. I do use my phone a ton. I put everything in my phone. We do have shared calendars. And so if I put something in my phone, I can also share it with my husband, and that is really, really helpful. However, we were noticing that my daughter, we were having a hard time getting things into her calendar and sharing things with her. And so we downloaded an app called Time Tree. I was just pulling it up here so that I could show you. But what it is it's basically just another calendar app, and you can put in what you have and share it with somebody that you want to share that with. So that is really, really convenient. We do have to update it. These things are old schedules, and it's not what we have now, but we'll eventually figure that out. But Time Tree has just been really helpful when she has a drive time, because she's in driver's ed right now. So when she's got a drive time, or when she has a birthday party for a friend, or some other kind of activity, it's nice that she's able to share that with us, so that we can keep track of all of that. So the second thing that I use to make sure that we are organized and we know what's happening every week is a wall calendar. Now there's 100 different types of wall calendars that you can use. You can find ones that are extremely affordable. Just go to, the Dollar Tree, you can find ones Really, really easy. You can print free ones off of the internet all of the time. I do that for tracking my YouTube videos and planning those out. But when it comes to my family, I just use a wall calendar that looks like this. I get it on Amazon, and I just go in and fill things in. I'm able to highlight like what we have going on and when we're gonna be gone. I do use fun stickers. I'll show you those in just a minute. And then I'm able to just kind of keep track of things. I mark off the days just so I know what is going on and where we need to be. But this is just really, really helpful. I don't color coordinate this or anything like that. That just gets a little bit, for me, it's just hard to keep up with that. I know a lot of people do better with color coordinated, things like that. But I just try, if it's something that's important that I want to not forget, I'll try to put a sticker so that way it just kind of draws my eye to it, or use the highlighter. But this is nice because it just, it's got the coil, so when you flip the page, you just flip it over. And then it also just comes like this so you can hang it. I keep it hung in our pantry because everybody is in the pantry every day. And since the kitchen is pretty much the heart of our home, I figured that's a good place to put this. It's like right on the wall on the other side of where we keep our microwave. And so if you're microwaving something, you can just take a look. If you're running in there to grab a drink, a snack after school, you can take a look at this. What we try to do during the school year is every Sunday, sit down around the table, either right after dinner or right after breakfast in the morning, and we'll just talk about what our upcoming week looks like. We'll get out the calendar, we'll make sure that everybody knows where they're supposed to be and what days. My kids who have phones can plug that into their own calendars and set reminders and backup reminders. Danny and I can decide if we need to ask somebody else, like my mother-in-law, to help us get somebody somewhere. That happens a lot. Since we both work in schools, we have faculty meetings, parent-teacher conferences, those types of things. So sometimes we have to ask for help with carpooling and things like that. But we just talk about those things every single Sunday so that everybody is on the same page and we know what's going on. And 9 times out of 10, probably 9.8 times out of 10, I'm learning about something I didn't know. So somebody has, a student council steering committee meeting, or somebody has a birthday party, things that they forget to tell me, or they tell one of us and it doesn't make it to the calendar. We make sure we talk about it on that Sunday. It just preps us for the week. It's wonderful. We discuss if there's any special meals that need to be had, if anybody has to bring extra food to school because they got to stay after, or, when my daughter's out on clinical, when she's at school, she's got to make sure she packs a lunch. She can't just get a school lunch. So just trying to talk weekly about these things that come up all of the time. I get asked all the time, how do you do it with this many kids? You just have to find systems that are sustainable, that are not overcomplicated, and that you stick to on a regular basis. So the wall calendar and family meetings once a week is the best way for us to stay organized. The second line of defense for me when it comes to organization is my planner. So this is a planner that I keep on my counter every single day. I open it up to the day that, that it is. So right now I'm filming, it is Tuesday, August 8th that I'm filming this video, but you'll probably see it the following Tuesday. But this planner, as I've discussed before, is really great. It is the home planner by, I think, the Penny Pinching Mama or something like that. Passionate Penny Pincher. I'll have it linked for you down below. But what I like about it is it's a daily planner. So you've got every single day on here. And then it has a check area for you to check mark things. You can write down what the meal is for the day. In this area right here, I'll usually put like extra activities we have going on. And then it does have daily checklists for the morning and for the evening. These are like habit trackers to just keep track of things you want to do every day. And then it does give you suggestions for what to do on that day. So things that you need to get done that day, gives you suggestions for that. And then it does also give you a suggestion for every day of the week except for Sunday for a biblical Bible verse to read. So if you are, needing help with that, or if that's something that you're into, that's a great way to keep track of those things. So I use this planner every single day. I'm not showing you like the day that I have just because I have personal stuff written in there, but this just helps me stay accountable to myself. It has, you know, like I said, all those daily habits up there, and there is nothing more satisfying I have found than checking something off. If it wasn't in the planner, you better believe I'm the type that will go back and write it in and check it off. I'm sure a lot of you are like that too, but this planner has been the most functional that I have found, and I am a planner junkie. I've tried them all, but this one is the one I like the most, and it is the most efficient and functional. So let's talk planner stickers, right? So I mentioned that I like to put stickers on my calendar or in my planner, and that is a lot of fun, and it is a great way to just kind of mark something so your eye is drawn to it. That's a lot of the reason why I will use stickers. And for the ones for my school year, I typically do some printables like these. These are printables that I got off of Etsy. I'll link them for you down below. I just print them on full page shipping labels, so it's very affordable. I have that paper linked for you down below too. I get it on Amazon, and I just cut it with my Silhouette machine. However, you could cut it by hand if you wanted to. So I've got these little ones for school that have like no school, late start, progress reports, field trip. It has your breaks on there too. And then I also have these cute little like pencils. I think I have like an entire bucket over there of stickers that I will pull out. I also have really nice decorative stickers that I've purchased from shops on Etsy, like Nikki Plus 3. She's my favorite to purchase any kind of pre-made sticker from. I will link her down below as well. But like I said, stickers are just fun, and they also just draw your attention to something, and sometimes it's a little extra to be able to put, you know, a cute little sushi sticker for your date night instead of just writing sushi date night. So this is gonna be random, but I'm just gonna show you because they're some of my favorite things. I got this mug from my father-in-law for Christmas, I believe, maybe my birthday. It says there's a chance this could be tequila. And it's black inside, so when there's something in there, you really don't know what it is, which I just think is adorable. But that's not why I'm showing this to you. I just love the mug. I keep this on the shelf in my pantry. Literally, like when I walk in, I can see it if I need to write something on that calendar. I also have these beautiful pastel highlighters. These are what I use if I need to highlight something on the calendar. And my favorite pen in the entire world, that is the Pilot Friction Ball Friction. This is a ballpoint pen. It's erasable. It is fully erasable. They are the best pen in the world. So if you have a hard time committing to things and you're worried you're gonna have to, you know, white something out, get yourself some of these erasable pens. And they're very, very, very helpful. So I will link all of this for you down below. If I can even find the mug, I'll link that for you too. Is that not hilarious? My father-in-law just has the best sense of humor, but this is what I use to write both in my home planner, so like my daily planner, on the calendar, and I use these at work like crazy. It's the only pen I use at work because it's erasable. The last thing that I just want to mention really quickly, and I think I'm going to do a whole video on this and just be a little bit more specific, but I've mentioned before that we're really big about having our kids do chores. We do pay them monthly or weekly allowance based on their age. And this is the sheet that we use. It's literally just an Excel sheet that my husband made, color coordinated. It's broken down by day of the week and then by kiddo. And we try to rotate the chores. So we used to have like, you know, so-and-so always did the dishes and so-and-so always emptied them. So everybody knew what their chore was that day, and knew what their chore was and just did it. But it got really resentful. Like people got so sick and tired of being the only one to do the dishes, which I totally get. So we, about a year ago or so now, we came up with this system, rotated, but things like feeding the dog, taking out the recycling, clearing the table, folding the blankets in the living room, sweeping, cleaning the kitchen, emptying the dishwasher, let's see what else, cleaning off the stairs, vacuuming downstairs, taking out the trash, just simple things that your kids can do. You guys, with the invention of Pinterest, you can find any kind of list, chores literally for your 2-year-old to do, even as simple as just putting their shoes away. But having some kind of household contribution from your kiddos not only teaches responsibility, but it just takes the load off of you as the parent and, you know, your spouse or significant other. You know, it's a lot to try to take care of an entire home by yourself, and sharing the responsibility is really, really important. We used to not pay for everyday chores. We just felt like that was your household contribution, what you did. Nobody pays me to cook dinner every night. I'm not gonna pay you to do the dishes. However, we have found that right now it's the best way for them to earn money and to have a job without getting a job. My daughter is begging us for one. I just want her to focus on school. She's a National Honor Society student. Like, I just want that to be her focus. I'm like, you have the rest of your life to work. So instead, we pay them for their household contributions, for their jobs, because this is their job now. We do also pay for grades. That's a, contested subject as well. So you can let me know down below what you think about it. But we do pay for grades. So A's get a certain amount and B's get a certain amount. C's and below, you're not going to get in trouble, you know what I mean, as long as you're trying your hardest, but we're also not going to pay you for those things. So right now, chores and school are your job. That's what we're going to pay you for. So I know a lot of people might feel differently about that, and I am feeling a little bit uncomfortable sharing that with you, but I feel like we share a lot here. Hopefully we can be respectful of each other's opinions, but this is how we rock our chores. I'll give you a nice up close picture if you want to like take a little snapshot of it. It's nothing fancy. Like I said, you could come up with really cute printable options from Etsy or other places, but we keep it simple. This can be adjusted at any time. I did laminate it in a 5mm lamination sheet, so it's nice and thick, and it just hangs in the pantry. And I'll say all the time, like, whose job is it today to feed the dog, and whose job is it today to do the dishwasher? And they can switch jobs sometimes if they want to. So if somebody has something to do and they want to switch a chore with somebody else, that's up to them. They beg, barter, steal, that's fine. But everybody has contributions, and it really does help out. So another way that I stay organized is with some regular, ready to go at home supplies. Everybody has their own lists, and we started something new this year where we've been taking the kids back to school shopping one at a time, individually, with just Danny and I. It's been lovely. We get lunch, we go to Walmart and pick up all of their like classroom supplies, and then we go, look at clothes. We'll go to different stores and do clothes shopping, get a new backpack, a pair of shoes, and it's been a lot of fun. So I did not just do everybody's back to school shopping like normal, like I did last year and every year prior to that. We're doing it individually, but instead what I did do was I went to the store and I did pick up some new items for our homework drawer. And I'm also gonna show you how I create a little homework caddy that just has what they might need for everyday homework that they can just pull out, and I can plop onto the dining room table or here at the bar, the island, while they're getting their homework done. So we're gonna put together the drawer and get that all organized, and then we're also gonna put together our homework caddy. And I think that's gonna wrap us up in regards to supplies, and then we're just going to talk about what we do every single night to help make sure that we're ready for the super chaotic, really early mornings. Okay, so here's a look at all the things I got for our at-home area. So I got a new binder for my home planner, just because I liked the color, not because I needed a new one. But I got wood pencils. These are already sharpened, which is fabulous. I also got these pretty mechanical pencils because some people like to use these instead. I did get Post-its. These are mostly for me. I actually am going to put these, I think, not in the homework section, but in the junk drawer because I need these. I got some fun glue sticks this time around. They're scented, so that should be fun. Apple pie, looks like mango and watermelon. Hopefully they don't smell awful and I regret my life choices. Highlighters, I did pick up these colors of kindness. I thought this was so very cool. The color names are all things about being kind, so love that. I actually got a second box to take with me to work because I think those will be perfect in my counseling office. I got watercolors strictly because these are fun, not necessarily because we need them. New colored pencils and markers. And then, like I said, I got a new small little homework caddy. Normally I buy these at the Dollar Tree. This one I think was $3, but I liked the color and I liked how compact it was. I just think this will fit in the cabinet a little bit better. So that is that. But that is everything that I picked up. I'll have everything linked for you down below. Let's go ahead and move over to the drawer. So this is my coffee bar area. You guys have seen this 100 times. And I don't know if I have recently talked about what is in here. It does all need to be organized. So I'm just gonna let you know I have not looked at anything before I'm opening these. This is our like regular junk drawer that desperately needs to be reorganized. And then down here is where I keep all of my kids like Play-Doh and that kind of stuff, kinetic sand, in these fantastic home edit bins from Walmart. These things are the best in the world. They're super affordable and they make finding anything very, very easy. And then in this drawer, this is a drawer we're going to be working on. Again, haven't looked at it in a while, but it needs some TLC. This middle drawer here has other important things. This bottom drawer has who the heck knows what, nail polish and other things. This drawer is our coffee drawer, which needs to be replenished. And then this cabinet down here is where we keep their workbooks and other things. This actually was just recently organized. I just need to pull those things up. They just fell backward, but that is in good shape. So this is the drawer that we're going to be working on today. Just getting it reorganized, restocked, and yeah, just ready to go, looking bright and, you know, enticing for the new school year. Okay, so here's the drawer all finished, looking really good. So these containers here that I have, these clear containers, I believe that these are from Amazon. I will link whatever I can for you down below. If I can't find the exact ones, I'll link one very similar. But I love this drawer. I just love how colorful it is, and everything is just easy to grab. I think the thing I love the most too is, like, let's say the kids want the colored pencils, they just take it out and they can take this, you know, over to the table with them. So this is just super convenient, easy way for them to be able to stay organized here in the drawer, but also for them to grab. In the back, I did add in flashcards that we use for Ryan. And yeah, this is just done and looking good. I gotta sniff one of these. I'm so dang curious. All right, fun fact. This one smells like watermelon bubble gum. This one's a little cinnamony, not my favorite, and this one smells delicious. So get yourself some of these for your kiddos. Super fun, and they smell really good. So we're done with this. Now we're gonna go ahead and get that little homework caddy ready. Okay, so here's the little homework caddy just done. It's just got some mechanical pencils, some sharpened #2 pencils, a few highlighters, a glue stick, and the sight words that Ryan practices every day. And I just brought it over here to the table to just kind of show you how you just grab it and bring it over to the table with whatever it is that you're working on, and then you don't have to, you know, go back and forth. Everything you need is there. So in the afternoon for homework, I'll just plop this on the table. The kids will sit down, they'll get their homework done, and then that'll get put in the cabinet. So easy peasy, and that way they know where it is. They can grab it whenever they need it, and if they need any of those other supplies, they can bring those over as well. Okay, my friends, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you found it informational. Hopefully you got some ideas, and hopefully you see that it can be realistic. It doesn't have to be super fancy or ornate in order for it to work, and you got to find the system that works for your family. Find something that you're actually gonna do that's easy to sustain and that makes things a little bit easier. I did say I was gonna talk a little bit about our night before, and I feel like I should do a whole separate video about how we kind of prep the night before. So I think I might do that as we get a little bit closer. It really isn't anything groundbreaking. It's just a couple of little habits that we've created as a family to make the following morning run a little bit smoother. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your time with me today. I would love for you to consider subscribing if you're not already. Give this video a big thumbs up so it lets YouTube know that you enjoy this content. And until the next one, I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.